this employee data, let's say I'm having hundreds of employee, and that data I want to store somewhere. So how that I can do? I can do that using collections in Java. So collections basically, collections basically, let's say if I want to represent a group of individuals, in as a single entity, then we should go for collection. So group of individuals, as in here I am having group of individuals as in group of employees, and employees can have employee number, employee name, address, email ID, then gender, then we have let's say salary, then we have, let's say, tax bracket. So this all comes as information of employee, and when you are looking to store this information of employee in an object, right? So I am having more than one employee here, let's say more hundreds employees here, and I want to store the information of these all employees, then I should use collections. So if I want to represent a group of individuals as a single entity, then we should go for collection. And then what is collection framework is? Collection framework is, it contains several interfaces, several classes, several classes which can be used to represent a group of individuals as single entity. As a single entity. Okay. So before getting into this more, I will tell you what is the collection hierarchy, collection framework hierarchy. Okay, so let me take the help of Paint. And you are aware, right, why we are preferring collections, or as in array list over arrays, or linked list over arrays? That we have discussed quite a few times now, right, Disha?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what are the some advantages of arrays? What are the advantages of array?
We can array list or array.
Array. What are the advantages of array? Then disadvantage, and then those disadvantages can be advantages for creating an array list.
In array element we can access by using index, and we can store multiple values of similar data type in that. We can use 2D array which represents the matrix.
So Tara, any other?
All multiple values have a single name.
So arrays are static in nature, right?
Yes.
You have to declare size at the beginning only, right? And it cannot be changed. As in, let's say today you have a requirement of storing 50 members, right? Tomorrow you have a requirement of storing 100 members. Then that becomes difficult in arrays, right?
Correct.
So they are static in nature. They can hold only one type of data, but that problem we can sort out using object array. Again, the problem is arrays are index based. So whenever you are, adding any data, that is, then it becomes a problem. Then shifting happens in the in memory, or whenever you are trying to delete any data in between, then also becomes a problem. So that shifting happens in the between. That problem is there with this list also, but somehow that was sorted. Now what we will see, and the arrays are having limited number of methods, inbuilt methods. So if you are looking for sorting an array, if you are trying to compare two arrays, or if you are trying to find the duplicates from array, they do not provide any kind of inbuilt methods available. But in collections we have a lot of inbuilt methods available which can help in sorting. Sorting could be like bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, or it could be quick sort. So all those can be done immediately, when you don't have to write your own logic there, right? So we will start with the what is the hierarchy. Why it is coming that? Okay, so we have one interface here, a table interface. Then we have a table, then we have one collection. Okay, then we have something called list interface. Here we have set and we have queue. In list interface we have array list, we have linked list, and then we have vector. And set we have hash set, linked hash set, tree set. And in queue we have priority queue, then we have array queue, and then we have DQ. Okay, so here a table collection, and this is my list, this is my set, and this is my queue. Okay, in list I am having array list, I am having linked list, linked list. Though it is linked list, but in when we take the name of this is linked list only. It is not like linked list. We have vector here, and then we have one more class which actually implements vector. So that is a stack. Okay, and then here in set we have hash set, linked hash set, and then we have linked as set, and then we have tree set, and then queue we have priority queue, then we have array tq, and here we have dq, that is a interface. Okay, and one more thing. So a table is an interface. Whatever I have mentioned in the square, in this square, right? Those are interfaces, and whatever I have mentioned in this oval, right? Those are classes. So if you are drawing this diagram, so you can make a note of like that. And I am having like this. So stack should not be here. I think it is by mistake added here. So this is vector, and this is here, and then in set also we have a set linked as set, and then preset directly does not implement this directly. So we have one shorted set, and finally preset sorted set. Okay, and in queue we have queue, collection queue, priority queue, DQ. So DQ, priority queue, and then array queue, and linked list also implements this DQ. So how many we have interfaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so this is the hierarchy of collection. Now a table is the super interface, right? So if someone asks you what is the super interface for collection framework, you can say that a table is the super interface, and collection implements a table because that's an interface. And under collection we have three interfaces. The first is list, second is set, and third is queue. And in list interface, as in there are three classes. which implements list interface. First is array list, second is linked list, and third is vector. And there is another class stack which implements vector class, which extends vector class. Right, so should I write it here, or you can understand? So this actually extends, right? This is extends.
Collection implements, right? Iterable interface.
Interface is a iterable, collection is an interface, so it will extend, right? There are two interfaces. A class implements interface.
Class extends class, class implements interface, and interface extends interface.
Yeah. So this is an interface, whatever is mentioned in the square, right? That's an interface. Iterable is an interface, collection is an interface, list is an interface, set is an interface, queue is an interface. Here DQ is an interface, and then sorted set is an interface. And remaining are all the classes. So okay. So list extends collection, set extends collection, queue extends collection. Array list implement list, because this is a class and this is an interface. Linked list implements list. A vector implements list. And stack extends vector, because this is a class to class relationship. On the same note, has set implements set, linked has set implements set, and sorted set. Sorted set, what will be the relationship between these two, set and sorted set? Both are interfaces.
Extends.
Yeah, extends. So sorted set extends set, and then tree set implements sorted set. Okay, and in queue, priority queue implements queue, and DQ extends queue, and linked list implements DQ as well along with list interface. And finally the array queue, array queue implements DQ. Implements DQ. Okay, so how many interfaces we have here? We have interfaces. If we talk about interfaces, we have iterable, we have collection, we have list, set, queue, then we have sorted set, then what we have? DQ, right? DQ. And how many classes we have? We have array list, linked list, then we have vector, we have stack, we have has set, linked has set, then we have tree set. Then what else? Priority queue, and then what else? Priority queue, and then array queue. So overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 interfaces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 classes. Okay, so we have overall 16 elements here. And can a collection work on a primitive data type, or we need objects only?
It can work upon primitive data type.
Are you sure, Disha?
Yeah. We use integer values and everything, right?
What is the use of wrapper classes? Wrapper classes actually convert the primitive data type into the objects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that object we need to use while using the collections. Collections works only on the objects. They do not work on the primitive data type.
Okay.
Okay. Now we understood what is collection. We understood what is collection framework and what is the collection framework hierarchy.